Hi, I'm Keshi and welcome back to Keshi's Corner. I hope you're enjoying the 30 days of a YouTube video so far. So, one video every day for 30 days or until I find a job. I don't know what I'm going to be calling it. Maybe I will leave it 30 videos in 30 days, but I hope you're enjoying the one video a day until I find a job. Maybe I'll call it that. I don't know yet. Because I'm batch creating some contents today. But for today, let's go through my very drafted recipe book. It's not my recipe book. It's like taking recipes from recipe books, and then as I'm making them, sometimes I change things and it becomes my own recipe. But for now, it's a mixture of different. So don't pay attention to that title of that really, but it's a mixture of different ideas that I'm finding, some online, some in recipe books and things like that. But let's just go to dinner and dessert and find what we're gonna make for the week. So it is Sunday, and I have the plan today of making fish and chips. Maybe a low calorie fish and chips because I don't really want to be deep frying stuff. So I'll be making that today. But for Monday, should we do breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Breakfast will be the same thing, so we'll just put it out there. So we usually have like a patty, like a chicken patty or cutlet. And then we have some eggs and some bread of some sort. And then Jason has it with butter and honey, and sometimes I have it with homemade jam or just butter. And this could be buns, this could be sliced bread. I'm making sliced bread. It's currently in the bread machine, so that's what we're gonna get. But yeah, so that's gonna be breakfast every day. And I might walk you through making that in one of the YouTube videos actually. Super simple, but I will start making them differently for me and for him because he likes it a lot more plain. Maybe just salt, pepper, garlic powder. Whereas I like things very, very flavorful, so I will add paprika, onion powder as well, and sometimes like some chili powder, like a bunch of different things. Italian seasoning, because I like a lot of flavor. Now, for lunch, I will assume that lunch a lot of time is going to be leftovers. So for tomorrow, there's going to be fish and chip leftovers. So I'm mostly making dinner, which makes things a lot simpler here. And you can plan and prep along with me. So now we need Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You could do this on a notebook as well, but I'm just doing it here so you can see more easily both my screen, so when I'm noting it, and then my little list here. And this will keep, I'm going to keep adding to this actually until I'm satisfied, and then I'm going to print it out and make a little folder out of it. So I'm thinking at some point this week, Tuesday, I'm going to make burgers because, so that means homemade buns, burger patties, burger sauce, fries or homemade fries. I'm writing it all out there so it reminds me that, hey, remember you need potatoes, remember you need those things. So I could also go in and now add, I need like flour or things like that. But I know I have those, but I could write, do I have like ground beef for my burgers? Do I have potatoes? So those could be an ingredient list. The reason I'm not going to do that right now is because a couple of those are going to be from recipe book, so I will have to go and find them in the recipe book and then find the ingredient list. And I would do that if I were going grocery shopping today, but I'm not. Or tomorrow, but I'm not. So I think we have most of it at home. At least we have all of those at home. So for tomorrow evening, let's see what we can make. Something maybe pretty easy. Maybe some air fryer chicken. Or should we make something not easy? Like chicken tacos? Or steak? I don't know. Let's think. Okay, you know what? For tomorrow, I don't know if he would want tacos again. We've had tacos a couple times. So let's put the tacos around Thursday. And then for tomorrow, we'll have steak for dinner. And that will be steak on the cast iron. So cast iron steak. I don't have to write that. It's okay. Cast iron steak with a stir fry, a veggie stir fry. He likes like peppers. We'll see if there's, what else do I have? I have some carrots. I'll figure out what I have in the fridge. I'll just make a stir fry with it, whatever I have. Sometimes Jason likes fried rice for lunch. Fried rice and ground beef, or not ground beef, ground turkey. Well, it used to be just rice, plain rice and turkey. And I was like, I can make you fried rice and it's going to taste better. And he liked that a lot. And I seasoned the turkey as well, and he liked that. So I might make fried rice, but if we have a bunch of, for example, today I'm assuming we're going to have some fish left for tomorrow, then we could just make that. I am thinking, though, for Tuesday. Okay, yeah, so I'll have to write that. For Tuesday lunch, we'll need something. So maybe we'll have some fish tacos. And then Wednesday. So we're not going to have this anymore. So I'm kind of thinking through here because I'm going to be making fish today. And it's going to be some more fish left. And I don't think neither I nor Jason would want fish again tomorrow for lunch and dinner, but it's probably going to be okay for one meal. So tomorrow for dinner. And then on Tuesday, we're going to have burgers for dinner. But then I'm thinking maybe for lunch, we can have fish tacos. I'll write them here instead of here. But we'll see. If he doesn't like that, I can make something else. But that's just the idea that I have. And then burgers for dinner. And then we're probably going to have some burgers left over. You know what? I think we might not. So then maybe Wednesday could also be fish tacos for lunch if he does want that, if he's not sick of it. And if we have any left, honestly, we might not have any left. If not, it's going to be fried rice. I'm going to have to defrost some chicken maybe, because then we could have, let's do that. A chicken cordon bleu for dinner. And then there's going to be that for leftover for lunch, ideally. And then Friday, I could make a lasagna on Friday. And here, actually, or I could make a sandwich because I have some stuff for sandwiches. And then I don't have a page, I don't think, for lasagna. Oh, I do. I don't know if I want that lasagna, though. So I'll just put lasagna here. Or should I make a shepherd's pie? Let's make a shepherd's pie. Okay. And then we'll make lasagna on Saturday. Friday, I kind of want pizza for dinner. So we'll make pizza, and then I'll have shepherd's pie for lunch. And I might just skip lunch. Or have a sandwich. Saturday we'll make a lasagna. What else? Oh. Should I? Okay, we're changing things around again, people. So there's a chicken recipe. I don't remember the name, but it's from my book. What is it? Direct to Harvest, Easy to Harvest. I have a chicken recipe with sauce that I want to make it with tortillas because I want it to be like a roti. So it gives me the vibe of like butter chicken, but it's not really. So it's a different name, but I will make that. I have like a chicken thingy in mind. Or if you're making something similar, you could make like Marry Me Chicken, for example. It clicked when I saw Marry Me Chicken here. Or I could just make butter chicken. And I'll make that with some tortillas again. I feel like I'll be eating a lot of tortillas. But I'll be making bread earlier this week, so I'm thinking maybe we could have something with bread, like with buns. However, it doesn't really matter because we don't really waste. The homemade buns taste so good that if we don't have it with a dinner or another meal later during the week, we just have it for breakfast as our bread. So I think we're pretty much okay. So Monday, it's going to be steak for dinner. And for lunch, it's just going to be fish. Tuesday, we don't usually eat fish. But because I bought like a frozen bag, we're going to have a bunch in it. So maybe Tuesday, we're going to have some fish tacos for lunch and burgers. Again, if Jason doesn't want this fish tacos, if he's sick of fish after having fish and chips today, that's fine. I'm going to make him a sandwich, or I'm going to make him fried rice, and I'm going to thaw some ground turkey. So that's an option. Same thing. He doesn't mind eating the same rice and turkey every day for lunch if he has to. Or if there's something else that he doesn't want to, he'd rather go for the, something healthy like the ground turkey and just some fried rice instead of, again, he would be okay with just plain rice too. Yeah, the chicken cordon bleu, I think we're gonna have enough for 2 days though, and then I could make him a shepherd's pie. Friday night, pizza night. And then this like butter chicken recipe, I don't remember the name, and tortillas on Saturday. I'm thinking there might be some pizza left over for lunch. Sometimes, at least once a week, we do want to go out and eat out while we can during summer here while things are open. So we might end up doing that for sometime, anytime between Friday evening and Sunday. So we might end up doing that. And then Sunday, I just have lasagna here because I would have leftover for lunch. So that was a little bit of a chaotic planning, but honestly, that's how it goes on in my mind usually. It's pretty chaotic. So next week, because I have those laid out here, next week I might open my different recipe books in front of me and do it like that for you and note it down on a piece of paper and have it with my recipe books, and that will be another way of doing it. And I will write my ingredient list as well. So ideally I would do that on Thursday or Friday for the following week, so that if we're going out a little bit further for groceries, I have a list of things that I need. But yeah, thanks for planning my week of meals with me. I hope you were able to plan your week of meals as well as we were doing that. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.